Alright, so these are the tools that I'm going to be using for this video. And I will be using this Tune 45 shave gel created by my boy Chris Bazio. And these Wahl premium metal clipper guards. These are a must if you use Wahls. So right here I'm going to do I open it up to a half, just to keep that edge a little bit darker around the C cup area. And then right here I moved it all the way to 0, and I'm making my first initial guideline. These clippers, guys, the Wahl Magic cordless clippers, are amazing. They're super light, they're powerful, and they give a nice blend. So right here I opened it up from a 0 to a half, and I'm making my second guideline. I did 0 gap them, but not too much to where it's gonna snag or pull on the skin or create irritation. And the battery life is amazing. If it dies on you, you charge it for 12-15 minutes and you get a full charge. So when I made my half line, I started moving the notches into a quarter, which is into the middle, and then I'm gonna close it all the way and just knock out that 0 line. Just play with the levers a little bit. See right there, I put it in the middle, and I'm just knocking out that line. I'm using a brush on this particular haircut. It's good to use a comb as well, like a fine tooth comb. But the bristles on this brush it's easy to clean out and take out the hair so it doesn't stay contaminated. And I do spray with Cool Care and disinfect it after each client. And right here, this is my one guard. I open it all the way up, and I'm making my next guideline, and I'm using the C cup motion. I'm not digging in. I'm bringing the clipper towards me so I don't create an extra line that I don't need. And then I put the 1.5 into the middle, and then I closed it, so just knocking out that bulk. And then right here I'm switching to my 1/16 guard, and I'm opening the lever all the way up. Notice how I'm keeping the front edge a little darker, and that's just to give it a little more pop on the edge, or I guess you could say save the edge to keep it darker in that area. And right here I'm just putting it in the middle, and then I'm closing the lever, just knocking that line out. But Wahl did create a beast of a clipper. This product is amazing. This clipper is amazing, I should say. And just pay attention to detail. See, I saw a little bit of a line, so I just opened my lever up with no guard and just hitting it with the corner of the blade. Not creating another line, just getting rid of some darkness. And right here, this is the 1.5 guard. If y'all use Wahl, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say this. The white 1.5 guard is horrible. Sometimes it doesn't fit right on the clipper. It jitters. You have to hold it. But this 1.5 guard, you do have to buy separately from the clipper, from the guard set. But it's a must. It's amazing. It clips right onto the clipper. It doesn't have any kind of it doesn't vibrate on the clipper. It doesn't move. It clamps right on, super tight. And I'm doing the same thing. I had it open, then I put it in the middle, and then I closed it. And right here, this technique, guys, is just getting rid of some bulk that I don't need. Trying to get it out the way. It saves you a lot of time. Clipper over comb, and I'm using a carbon fiber comb. I've had these for about 2 years now, and I've had regular plastic combs and they just break easily, so carbon fibers are pretty good. A little more bang for your buck. They're more durable, and it saves you time when you do this. It saves you a lot of time. You don't have to go all the way to a 2 guard, to a 3 guard, or 4 guard. The highest guard I'm going to use on this cut is a 2, and then everything else you could just freehand, as I'm doing so right now, just to give it shape. See, this is my 2 guard that I'm using. I open it up, and the C cut motion, bringing the clipper towards me, not creating another line, or I guess you could say an error for me to keep using a higher guard. And you see there's a little bit of weight right there, but I remove it with clipper over comb. And I particularly have it at a half, which is I have the lever open. But when I start getting to a little closer into the fade, I do close my blade a little more, like into a quarter or to a 0, because it does cut. It cuts better when it gets to that, area. And you just play with the lever like as if you're fading. See right there, I close it so I can get that line out. And you can see the blend is coming together. Right here, I just got my 1 guard opened up, and I'm just putting like a little bit of finishing touches on it to make that blend pop. And there you can see it's coming together. I took out that line. As my boy Chris Bazio says, I heard it in his other video, if you see something there, fix it. You gotta be a problem solver. I stand by that 100%. So in the back, you wanted it kind of like a V look. It doesn't necessarily go all the way into a V. Later on in the video, I do round it a little bit in the back. Right here, I'm using my T outliners, the GTX versions, and in my other video I said I do have the deep tooth blade on it. And this side is a little more faster, but you just do the same thing that you did to the other side to this side. Nothing's different. And you could cross check your work. You could use mirrors. You could look back and forth on your client to make sure that the blend is the same on both sides. Guys, I do apologize. With the finishing product, I did do some shear work. I did do some freehand work. But for some odd reason, I lost that clip and I wasn't able to put it in this video. But I did use shears. I got all the hairs that are sticking up, as you can see, and I freehanded it. And then I went back with the twist sponge, and that was the finishing product that you'll see at the end. I do apologize. I wish I would have had that video. That's a good clip, but I ended up losing it. Guys, if y'all have anything, any kind of request, put it in the comments of what video y'all want me to drop next. Right now, I'm just winging it and just putting out videos to hopefully they help y'all. This haircut, I guess you could say it's a wide mohawk. Nowadays, everyone's getting these. They're in high demand. I guess you could say like an Odell Beckham look. Although his blend is a little bit lower, but this particular client wanted it a little higher, and also is going to a V in the back. So right here I'm freehanding it, getting rid of all the hair that I don't need, kind of shape it. And this clipper it's easy to do that because it's so light and it's powerful, so it cuts through the hair quick. And I am versatile. I do have Anis masters. I do use masters on different types of textures of hair. But these clippers, the Wahl, I've always been a Wahl guy. That was the first clipper I ever picked up, so why fix it if it ain't broken? A little bit of clipper over comb action. And right here I'm just bringing the back together from the other side. See how right here I kind of rounded out the bottom, just because I don't want to cut in too much of the neckline and make a V when I could just keep it natural. Right here I'm using my tear outliner, and you can see when I use the half on the front of the edge around the C cup area, it's able to pop out more, so that's why I keep it around a half. Right here, this is the front edge. I'm using my Andis Slimline Pro LIs. This edge was a little bit cosmetic, meaning I do have to kind of push back, not necessarily push back, but make his edge. But I also kept it natural as possible at the same time. And I'm gonna go back and use a razor anyway, so you don't have to spend so much time using your outliner. And right here, this is a Tune 45 shave gel. It's amazing shave gel. I may be biased, but I have never seen or used a better product than this shave gel. I've used a lot of shave gels, but this one, the ingredients that it has in it sells itself. Shout out to Chris Bazio for creating an amazing product. You can get them at tune45.com. And right here you see the finished product. I did use shears, I did freestyle it, freehand it, and I used a twist sponge. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Man, y'all been amazing. Thank you for all the support. Y'all have a good one.